Hey, Mr. Boy, little shitbird. I know you looked up the stats, but I didn't ask that fucking question yet. I don't know if you figured it out, but my point is not to actually find someone who knows. But Nolan's been talking about my hard found stats on the fucking cocktail time. Yeah, that's fucking great, but you're still missing my point. So it takes like 30 minutes to walk from one end of Morrowind or Oblivion to the other, or like maybe 45 minutes. Daggerfall takes about 2 weeks of straight walking, real time weeks, to get from one end to the other. So so Daggerfall is about the size of real world Great Britain. It's just you kind of expect video games to become like bigger and better and badder as time goes on, but like I mean, all the video games that come out these days, you can combine them and it doesn't equal the size of fucking Daggerfall. It's crazy. You can by the way, you could download the game completely free. Bethesda offers it for free now. All right, let's see what Justin Bieber's up to. What is this shit? I have to download the Zune Marketplace? Fuck you. So has anybody been watching Game of Thrones? You've been watching with your mom? Well, in the latest episode, can I talk about the latest episode? If you haven't seen the latest episode, um, pause the feed or something. In the latest episode, the Knight of Flowers, Loras, goes down on Renly, and there's slurping sounds and everything. It is a relationship that was hinted at in the book, but holy shit, there is no hinting on that on the show. I just thought it was funny because like in the book there's like these subtle hints everywhere that you when you hear like in conversation But the thing is that what's different about the books between the books and the show is that the books are from the point of view of a handful of characters. You know what I mean? Mostly the Starks, especially in that first book. So you would never see, and because it's neither Renly nor Loras, you would never see that scene in the books. But since the show no longer has that point of view structure, obviously, because that wouldn't make sense on a television show. Well, I guess you could still do that, but they just chose not to go that route. Probably for the better, to be completely honest, for a television show. You get to see scenes like the Night of Flowers going down on Renly. My problem is not that they decided to. My problem is not that they decided to make that relationship kind of public. I think it's actually going to be. It's smarter for developing some of these characters earlier, who are going to be bigger characters down the line, as opposed to the book where they just sort of became big characters all of a sudden and you just had to get used to it. It's better for television this way. My problem is that they're both fucking knights, and they're really
shining armor. Can I borrow this, please?
Oh
no, actually, I'm gonna take that back.
What is it?
You already have like First Templar.
My problem is that they're really scrawny. Yeah, David's annoying. Surprise. Try living with them. But seriously, I mean, the Knight of Flowers, he's like one of the best like swordsmen in all of Westeros. But he's got the shape of a sickly teenager. What the hell? Oh, in that little scuffle between Jaime Lannister and Ned Stark, I hate to break it to all the Boromir fans out there, but that was played up for the television, because Ned Stark in the book would not stand a chance against Jaime Lannister. Yeah, I'm gonna get LA Noire. I need to figure out what the lowdown is with JTV and LA Noire. Is it broadcastable? When it's broadcastable, etc. Well, my dog, that's... What are you talking about? He'll get his day, you know that. There's no... I mean, they've been giving him more development than I thought they would. I really like some of the scenes that they added too, in this latest episode that didn't exist in the books, like between Cersei and Robert, and between Varys and Littlefinger. Because again, it's stuff that you would have missed in Game of Thrones the book, because none of those characters were the main characters from which the perspectives from which you saw the story. But those are smart scenes that I think add a lot to the character development that you wouldn't see otherwise. Yeah, but I mean, really, why? Why do they need to show that stuff, my dog? Like, the show is having a hard enough time squeezing the entire book into 10 episodes. Like, even the scenes that feel unnecessary, or the scenes that go on a little too long, or the scenes that are added just for the television show, there's still a lot of, like, exposition in those scenes that help flesh out the story and help develop characters. With the exception of that stupid... Viserys' bath scene. That was annoying. No, but even that. I mean, like, even the scene between Loras and Loras and Rinley, as incredibly gay as it was, because it was very gay. But that's cool. Like there was a lot of good like story development in that scene. It sets up both of those characters that I think didn't get enough setup in the books. Yet, you know, they become important characters. Shit. Yeah, go ahead, Sci-Fi. Star Raiders.
We were the best of friends. One of those tight-knit groups that lasts a lifetime. We entered the Atar Academy together.
Well, that's debatable, my dog. I mean, he is kind of maybe right like that. I mean, I think he should be bigger, like buffer, but I don't know. It's just weird that they're throwing it out in the open. Because I think it's going to change the tone at which, like when Brienne comes into the story, it's going to change the tone because of what the audience already knows. Just so you know, for all the like from here on, from like the episode that just came on yesterday till the end of the season, like shit's gonna be on non-stop. Shit's going down. And by the way, next week there's 2 episodes, depending on how you